What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Two Dimes and a Token. I'm one of your hosts, Brock Nasty. And this episode is brought to you by the amazing Death Grip Wax. If you have a fantastic mustache and a fantastic beard, and you want to take it to that next level, you want to be an elite player when it comes to your facial hair game, this is the stuff you want to get. It is the best stuff on the market, the best mustache wax that you can possibly find. You can create all kinds of designs. You could draw Sonic the Hedgehog in your mustache as long as you got enough hair to do it, and you apply this Death Grip Wax to your mustache. You can make it happen. Best beard oils in the game. If you want to separate yourself from the pack and make sure you are that alpha and you want to have that pristine facial look no further than Death Grip Wax. So in our episode today, we were super stoked to sit down with such an amazing human being. We got linked up to him through a friend of ours, but his name is Mr. Limi, and he's actually just recently, in the last 30 days, popped off massively huge in a social game. And he's got this thing called Ride with Limi, right? And he records himself with a couple of his guests, and they have funny conversations, and it all stems from the personality, the charisma, the hilariousness, the amazing of what is Mr. Limi himself. So he has a really, really awesome story. We spent the entire episode just kind of cracking jokes, having fun, telling stories. Such an amazing character and such an awesome dude to get to know. So I'm not going to keep you guys from listening because, like I said, he's an awesome talent and he's an amazing guy. So I think other than that, I think we should be all good. Make sure you guys, oh yeah, because actually when you're seeing this is right after Halloween, make sure you guys share your candy with your kids. Don't be you-know-whats. Other than that, be sure to hit the subscribe button for the love of Jesus. Go hit the subscribe button. We need your help. We're continuing to grow step by step, and we want to make sure you become a part of it. Make sure you guys are going in the comments on YouTube on every single one of the episodes. Tell us your spice of the week, bro. We want to get you involved in this. Let us know what's happening in your week. We'd love to interact with you. We'd love to keep that momentum going. So let us know. Go in the comments and let us know what is your spice of the week, all right? And other than that, we have a new way that we are doing our merchandise now. So whenever you guys do want to go into, whenever you guys do want to get a t-shirt or any type of shot glass or any type of drink of the pod mug, anything like that, please message us directly on the socials. We've gotten rid of some of the other stuff because we want to make sure we make the cost as low as possible. We want to get our stuff available to you for the best value that you can possibly get. So other than that, like I said, DM us on our socials for that. I think, yeah, housekeeping's good. So without further ado, Mr. Ride with Limi.
How do you get banned on TikTok?
Someone did a live with me and they came on and just started saying the N-word and just started like,
Whoa.
Just was like, bro, like, come on, just for no reason.
Yeah, no, I'd ban that too. But at the same time, like, I'd find the person and ban them. I don't understand why they would subject you to it, especially if you allowed the guests to come on.
But this is your audience, so it's your viewers.
No, absolutely, you're absolutely right. And TikTok, there's no customer service on any of these social networks. You can't talk to nobody. That
so
pisses
what you're
me off.
saying, since it's his audience, he's responsible for every follower.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
of course,
that's what
of
you
course,
meant.
of course.
Yes. So in other words, when you get to 1 million, you need to be financially and racially responsible for all of your followers.
exactly.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's what's supposed to happen.
But that wasn't his fault. That was someone that was on with him. You should be responsible for your guests.
I disagree.
No,
That sounds dumb.
I mean, how can you control it? You know, like
you can't.
yeah.
The notion behind that is fairly simple.
Yeah, it is. It is fairly simple.
Yeah, just let.
However, we're gonna flex on him real quick. So, tell us about
flex.
Yeah, we're gonna flex on him a little bit.
All
dude.
right.
Tell us about your
before the show.
journey in the
Damn.
last 90 days, bro.
It's really only been about 30 days.
Jesus.
Wait, about 30 days exactly, actually.
Really?
4 weeks. Yeah, I've gained
That's insane.
70,000 followers on Instagram, 30 million views across the channels. It's been wild. Yeah, I get a lot of weird DMs. A lot of freaking weird DMs. Yeah.
I like those. They make my days way more interesting when you see those weird.
Keon's one of those dudes that dives down the pathway, like regardless of what's down there. He'll be like, yo, it's dark, pretty scary. Not sure if it goes into a prison or something else. Let's go down it.
Let's go down there.
Like, he's that type of guy. He's like, you never know.
Let's
like,
throw it at the wall and see if it sticks.
It's like, remember, like The Social Network, I could end up meeting a girl because he's a hopeless romantic. That's how it works with him. So continue on.
We're cut from the same cloth.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Preach.
Your face was perfect. So what's it been like? Like, now all of a sudden your DMs are blowing up. You got just views and views and views. And when the notifications start hitting, it's like the phone doesn't stop. When did you turn off notifications on all your socials?
Anyone that tells you they get millions of followers or millions of likes or whatever, and it doesn't go to their head, is a fucking liar.
Yeah,
just is a simple liar. Yeah, I think so. It's definitely gone to my head. It hasn't changed me at all, but I'm definitely checking my phone way too much. Like, I definitely have boundaries, and all the notifications are off. But yeah, I want to see how different posts are doing, so I do check it a lot after I post it, and I'm starting to do different reels on like Instagram, like you know the first 3, 4, 5 seconds is the most important. So it's like, you know, I want to see what the viewers really want, and how do you know unless you test it? It's as simple as that. It's like, you should definitely have sex before marriage. Same thing.
I'm just with the sex part without marriage.
I disagree with that. I need to practice riding the bicycle before I buy it.
Exactly. I test drive the car. You got to. I'm just not buying this bitch.
So what was the most fun experience you've had so far? Because some of them, dude,
on the rides.
Yeah, on the rides. Some of those clips are hilarious, bro. Especially the one that it smells like sexy Uber in here.
Yes. It's like hot yoga.
Yeah, it smells like hot. It smells like sweat.
So what do you spray the car before they get in?
Bro, I've loved essential oils my whole entire life. Yeah. And like, it is what it is. I connect more. I'm just going to say it. I connect more with women than I do men. And it allows me to.
I appreciate that. Give me some of that.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, would I rather be around beautiful women all day? Yes.
It sounds like a horrible thing. I just,
who would want that life?
Yeah, so I'm a feeler. So I want a good set and setting. I want it to smell good. I want the conversation to be good. I want the women to feel happy and excited. And so the smell, I have essential oils in the car, bro.
That sounds romantic as fuck. Like.
Keon's like, yeah.
You know what's happening. Really that's why I say I'm thinking about being an Uber driver. You know, you get it twisted, just like, hey, drive around, let my cologne just bask in the ambiance.
So these last 30 days, right? You're basking in the ambiance.
4 weeks.
4 weeks, baby.
Yeah.
Everything starts taking off. But what gives you the idea to start? I mean, number one, I saw the LED lights. That's an attraction. I think big part of that, which I was super impressed by the way, because that's the same thing of what we interviewed a guy named the Ninja, and he has this mustache that hangs down to here, bro. Like, it's huge.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I had to have a marketing tool, something that separates me. So like when you get in that car, that's one thing I'll notice immediately. I'll be like, yo, this thing's feng shui, bro.
The lights.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what gave you the idea to start it all?
I don't know. From a young age, I've always knew, like, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. I always knew I was like going to be famous. I hate to say that. Like, it is what it is. Like, I always felt like I had something. I feel like all of us kind of have that. Like, not famous, but like something I could create something that's massive. And I've always been able to be a little funny and connect with people. And it all started when I was watching this guy, Darren Levy. He does the Uber channel in Australia.
Yeah.
And no offense, Darren, but I saw his stuff and I was like, I can do this way fucking better. way better. Just way better. So I moved to Asheville.
Look him up. Go ahead.
You gotta look him up.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm getting kind of juiced up. Like, that dude, whoever that was.
No. Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Like,
I inspired you.
Yeah, he inspired it. But I was like, dude, he's got 300,000 followers. He's made all this money. I'm like, it's not even. It's banter, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
So I was like, my rides are way better. The shit that's going on in my car is way better.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Shout out to North Carolina.
Shout out to,
thank you.
Keep pounding. Keep pounding.
Yeah. I got you.
I feel touched.
I love North Carolina.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. I don't even want to come back to Florida when I'm there. I'm like, if I didn't have a son.
Well, when it gets cold, you want to come back.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
you gotta, but you get a chance to see all 4 seasons. But go on. Continue.
Yeah. Well, I was in North Carolina, Asheville, and I started driving Uber because I'm always trying to do a lot of different things. I sell solar for a living, but I was driving Uber to make some money as well. And all the people in my car were couples. They were all couples, and I love love. I love relationships. I love asking people how they met, who hit on who. Like I enjoy that shit. And
so you got Ash immediately.
Yeah. Oh my
got
God.
my wife immediately.
Like this with a bit.
The moment we sat in the car, you'd be like, "Oh, how'd you two meet?" She'd be like, "Holy shit! Let me tell you."
It's a wrap.
Dude, it's priceless when you see her go to town, bro. So,
can't wait to have y'all in the car.
Dude, intentionally order. Continue.
Yeah, and by the way, all the Ubers are all real. Everyone's commenting on this shit like, "Oh, this is fake. This is fake." I'm like, "No, this is like you can't fake that shit."
Yeah.
But so I had the idea. I was like, I'm gonna start recording the rides. There's relationships. This is gonna be good. Like, the TikTok or Instagram where people go up to people in New York City and they say, "Oh, are you guys a couple? Like, how did you guys meet?"
Yeah.
I was like, I can do that, but way better. So I was going to do that in my car. And then I just decided not to do it. I moved back down here to Tampa, Florida, and I just started driving Uber again. And then I was like, screw it, I'm just going to do this. And I just did it.
Yeah.
And boom, 30 days later, we're here.
Wow, dude. Holy shit. So you literally just kind of kicked this thing off like you really kicked it off relatively recently and just boom, just smacked.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What drew you back down to Tampa though?
Say it again?
What made you come down to Tampa?
I wish this podcast could be like 6 hours because like we could go on forever. Yeah. I've had health issues this past year and a half, and I just was like running from myself one way to another, just trying to figure it out. Like, you should see my supplement cabinet. It's fucking thousands of dollars. I've done every single diet. I've done a lot of different things. Anywho, I was really not doing well, and I needed to come back home. I needed to like be around family. I needed to get a base. I need a foundation. So I just came back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I mean, women in Florida are hotter usually.
I mean, you got a beach on both sides. I'm not mad about that. Like, it's always
North Carolina beach isn't bad, but there's nothing quite like, Soho, Miami.
Tampa.
Will Smith sang a song about that.
Yeah. That's where I'm from. So shout out to Will.
Exactly. Shout
out Will. I appreciate you for my city.
Shout out to Will. Hitch, like that movie like inspired me. That's something I've always wanted to do, like dating, relationships, like it's definitely my avenue. That's where where I'm going.
Like a matchmaker almost.
Dating coach, confidence coach, like somewhere in that area. I want to help men. I wish I could just work with women, but I want to help men be more confident and approach women and be themselves.
I can feel you on that. No, I understand where he's coming from. Especially sometimes you get a little bit more comfortability when you're talking to a female. It's just maybe sometimes it's just because you have the self-confidence and for a fact, like, yo, I'm not coming up just to holler at you. Like, I'd love to just get to know you a little bit. I think that makes that connection a lot easier. Whereas sometimes, when we were 21. Wasn't always the case.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Exactly.
A couple years ago.
No, I'm old, bro.
Oh, that was me being sarcastic.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, on top of that,
clapped on.
Yeah. On top of that, he's married. So that was his old days. Me, I'm still out there, so I'm still enjoy.
We hunting.
We on. I look at it like I'm outside. I always tell people, while you're outside, enjoy it, because you're not gonna always be out here, especially if you're like us. When you're like hopeless romantics, you're drawn to relationships, but you're trying to pick the right one.
Yeah.
And there is no such thing as the right one.
That's tough.
You have to just try and see if it works. And there is going to be some things that's like red flags. It's like, I shouldn't do this.
Bro, everybody's going to have a
Everybody has. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's going to be the reason why you... I always ask a woman one question. What makes you stay? And if that doesn't give me peace of mind, I just keep going.
You see, I was talking about it gets deep, right?
I'm here for it.
Listen, this is where we're going.
No, we can bounce, guys. We can do funny. We can
I'm
bounce.
If you guys are steering, bro, I'll just kick back and relax.
Yeah.
All right?
Mike's like, man, we've done this fucking same podcast 10 fucking times.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. I know it.
The one thing I still combat, though, I just have that argument right there. Like, dude, everyone has a red flag. It really comes down. This is why it took, 9 years? Been with Ash, right? 9 years. And it took me 6 years to like say yes and actually like go through the motions of the actual marriage part, right? I'm the type of dude where it's like, hey, I understand that, everybody gets in love like the first year or two, but let me tell you something. This is a marathon, baby. This is not a sprint. So when we got to the point, it's like, no, we need to live together for a while. And for some people, that's a huge problem. Just because of religious beliefs and things like that, right? But absolutely not. I don't care. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how much we mesh. I need to live with you for at least 2 years before I'm even considering marriage. Because everything changes the moment you get under the same roof, man. Those little habits and those knickknacks, dude, it fucks you up. And you never realized, never in a million years, did you think that the way somebody cooks eggs can piss you off. And you're just like, holy shit, dude. You know what I mean? That's a big thing.
It's big. I look at it. Any relationship requires work.
Yeah.
There's no ifs and buts about it.
Yeah.
And whether you want to do the work or not, that's the biggest thing that comes along with it. Not everybody wants to do the work every day. And I'm one of those people that wants to do the work every day. But if I don't see you doing the exact same thing,
it's a hopeless romantic.
I'm jumping out this thing.
But you guys know that quote, no man steps in the same river twice because it's not the same river and he's not the same man. We change every single day. And if you're not changing kind of the same.
Hold on. You hit me with a ray of sunlight. Fuck, dude, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
It's a great, bro.
It's a great quote.
It's a great quote.
It's kind of blowing my mind.
We gonna clip that one immediately. I'm just throwing that out there. It's definitely gonna be a clip.
I'm getting a little solid.
Yes,
like, holy fuck, dude. Some wisdom here.
Yes.
Shout out to my dad.
Yes.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Listen,
I look at it like you can't reread the same story. Once you go past that page, you got to keep going.
Yeah.
So you can't go back. It's nothing there. You already know it. It's familiarity. You're used to that feeling, but you got to move on. You have to go to that next feeling.
Yeah.
So in everything that we do, we should evolve. And that's what it comes down to. So now let's veer back to.
I was gonna say I want to swing back over.
Wait, one more thing. I want to just real quickly,
there we go.
I guess I just have a negative mindset with women in our area. I just feel like I'm gonna find that type of girl who's like willing to commit, like not in Tampa, Florida. Maybe I'm wrong, but please prove me wrong, ladies. Please, someone please.
Prove you wrong. Listen, I watched someone get in your car and say it smells like sexy.
Yeah, just because they're attracted to me, do I want them?
You know what? God, dude, you're blowing my mind a little bit. She's like, wait a second, I have a choice too.
You have to be the choice. You're the guy. Once you make their decision, it's your decision. You're attached to their decision.
Yeah.
They're gonna grade you off that one. Whether you're loyal,
I'm getting graded.
What you put in, that's all being on your grade sheet. But if you don't,
it is going in the grade sheet. I got to turn my mic up. Keep going.
If you don't stab yourself to her, you're good.
Yeah.
So I look at my dad always told me, Keon, you're fishing where everybody fish at. Don't go where everyone.
Don't go where. You gotta go to a different.
You gotta go to a different place. My dad met his wife. She's from South Dakota.
Hey, yes.
He's like
Southern hospitality.
You have to get someone that knows the value of having someone near you when it's cold. When the season's changed.
Oh my gosh, when things get tough, when there's turbulence.
Exactly. In Florida, it's always a beach. There's always somebody that's half naked around you.
Yeah. There is one thing though. There's a lot of new people coming here, so I shouldn't say girls in Tampa. There's a lot of new people flocking in the city. So you can meet anyone anytime. Water Street. It is like a little Miami, and now Miami's going underwater. So like, There's going to be a lot of people moving here, I feel like.
Whoa, my home is not going underwater.
Bro, they're building new buildings with like 50 feet of foundation. I'm telling you, some things are happening.
Nobody
I'm gonna rename you Italy.
No one can really predict the future and say when it's going to happen.
No, you're right. But there is a recession in a few months, by the way.
No, it's already. We're already in a recession.
Okay.
That was a great jab right there. I was like, he's right. He predicted it.
Look,
we're all going under.
Michael Berry put 1.8 trillion bet on it. He made a put. You know, the guy that did The Big Short.
Yeah.
He did another put. So he's like betting against the market. And like it was like 1.8 billion. If he's betting on it, it's definitely happening.
I already feel like we're here. It's just when do you feel it?
Yeah,
if you don't feel it, the people around you are feeling it. It's just like waves. It may not bother you.
Yeah,
it's bothering the people around you.
And the location, like here in Tampa, it's not going to be as bad as South Dakota. Like we don't, you don't really know.
I feel like the bigger cities though tend to stock up a little bit better when it comes to those types of events. Just because there's a lot of action. And but on the other side, though, that's where you see that? That's where the highest percentage of businesses, they do go out of business. But at the same time, there's so many. There's 100 times more businesses here than there is in Podunk,
in South Dakota,
Cottondale, Florida.
Yeah.
Good old Whistler Dees. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel that.
I mean, so let's get to, you being in Tampa. Yeah. I love Tampa.
I want to get to, how many times have you been proposed to in your car? So
proposed.
No, well,
wait, like marriage all right. Like, dang, bro, that's serious.
Like, listen, you can stop driving now. You've dropped me off. You know where I live. Like, how many times have you been?
So to hang out or to have sex?
Let's go both.
Okay. I want to hang out. It's like 70-80% now.
Yes.
No, not because they'd seen me. Just not to toot my own horn, because they just want to hang out. It's not like they know that they're being videotaped.
No, but it's easy.
They just want to hang out.
It's easy, genuine conversation that you start. So number one, immediately, I promise you, especially if I'd had a few drinks and you got in, you were like, "Yo, what up, dude?"
Yeah.
So I'd be like, "Bro, you need to come to the house."
Yeah.
Dude, my next one that I'm editing, this guy gets in the car, he's like, "You a dog?" I'm like, "I'm a dog."
That's awesome, dude. Right there, give me some love on that one.
That's a good feeling.
That is a great feeling, bro.
Yeah. So how many get positioned to come inside the house?
Yeah.
It's somewhat difficult because if there's like 3 or 4 of them, like 3 or 4 girls in the car, like they don't want to they don't want to look bad in front of their friends.
That one gets a little rough.
But there's been a few where it's like, hey, like get my number, like hey, like let's text, like let's hang out, like after. But there's been a lot too when it's just one girl and I'm driving her home. It's been a lot. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I can see it right now. You like just the list goes down to like 60. Oh, Sharon, you had a shot. that last text fucked it all up.
Mike, if this was 3 or 4 years ago, every single one of them, hands down. But honestly, it's just not who I am anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't do that.
What made you change? What made you change that
my health issues. Yeah, like I know that like it's actually been hard for me to connect with people the past year and a half, 2 years, because most people talk about their problems, their relationships, their work, their whatever problem there is. But if you have your health, then you don't have any fucking problem.
Yeah.
You don't. So like, I don't feel good a lot of the day and I'm in pain. So like, yeah, there's cute girls hitting on me, but I don't feel good. So it's like, that's just where I'm at in my life right now.
No, I feel you.
Not to like tone down the energy of the fucking podcast.
You really did tone down.
Like, bro, you're not talking to any of these girls you're hitting on. They're hitting on you. You're lame, bro.
Just send them a picture of me. Send them a picture of me. I'm on the way.
Up, bro.
On the way. Like on the way.
Well, by the way, so you should know this beforehand. So this is something I've been carrying this since the second episode I've announced this, right? That right there to your right. That is the second most sought after thing in America. Look at the way he points.
Yes, next to money.
The reason I said
like
next to money, like second most sought after thing, a bald black dude in shape, without a doubt. Everywhere we go, bro. Everywhere we go, you just said like we spent years going to the gym together because we played football together in college. That's where we met.
That's what I was about to ask y'all. That
from that point, it was donezo. We were like, hey, bad boys for life. Like I'm Mike Lowry. He's Martin Lawrence. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, why are you Mike and he's Martin?
Because he's Mike.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. My bad. That was right over my head.
The worst part is physically, he was like, "That's not how this works."
Not at all.
Seen Mike Lowry?
Yes. He's Will Smith.
Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry. Yeah, no, don't get it twisted. We dress that way. I dress like Mike Lowry when we go out.
I dress like Martin Lawrence
all day long. FamilyMan.com.
A Mike Vick jersey without the pants, and then just roll out. But so the whole time though, right? I forgot what was the train of thought. Where was it telling that?
You said when we go out.
So the whole time though, we go out. We've been going to the gym in the morning, right? For a long period of time, we were going to the gym at 5 a.m. Get there, him and I work out together, and we have some football intense workouts, so we like kill it. In the middle of the workout, right? 3 or 4 times on some occasions, they just walk up to him. I'm in the middle of bench. I've been in the middle of.
He's talking about fine ass women.
Yes, exactly. I've been in the middle of bench pressing, like no shit, like 375, just. Like I'm fucking stretching, you know what I'm saying? Like the veins bumping up, and they just come walking up like, "Hey, do you live around here?" And I'm like, "Get the bar,
aren't
get the bar,
you seeing
get the bar."
this weight?
Let's get this weight off.
And
him,
it's
man.
like, bro, like, come on, man, you don't like beef? So I'm pushing, dude, every single time. This has happened so many times. And look at his face right now. See that? You see that shit?
I'm not mad at it.
Look, and it sucks because it's like, well, it doesn't suck for me personally. It's just annoying because there's things I want to do in my day. I don't want to stop because some girl with a fat ass wants to sit here and talk to him.
So you're not mad because you're not the one hitting on. You're mad because it's messing up the workout.
Bro, I'm fucking married. I don't care.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. If something ever happened, like if she dies or something, like or if I die, like then I'm going solo.
Yeah.
Because trust me, stress free is for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm right there.
But again, that's a little bit negative. We're not going to go negative here.
Yeah.
But on the other side, we'll reel it back in here. So, but I respect the vibes on what you said though, because that. When you have something that really kind of affects your outlook, and especially when it comes to health factors, you know. And one thing I'm gonna tell it for your live right now. I'm not gonna ask. I think that's intrusive, so we're not gonna go down that road. But
About
your health issues.
I mean, you can ask. It's all good.
So what is it? What is
Jesus
it?
Christ,
I'm
dude.
just you said I'm gonna ask. It's not like he's talking about.
Let me finish my point. The
Go
whole
ahead.
point is when you
I
get
love
down
y'all.
that road,
I love y'all.
it changes your perspective.
Yeah.
And you start thinking like exactly what you said. Like, hey man, no, I want something that's actually going to be real.
It's real, yeah.
Yeah.
I weed them out real quick.
Yeah.
I'm really picky too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I mean,
now I am. I not used to be.
Yeah.
I had my fair share. Let's just say that.
Hey.
It's not wrong with that. No, and when he tells you they hit on me, I love the attention, but it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Because I understand that person is a person. They have wants, they have dreams, they have aspirations. They may feel like they want the Keon experience.
It sounded like it's the fucking Hulk right
mean?
at Universal Studios.
It's
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
be 50 Shades of Grey. I love
Wait,
love.
you do that shit?
Yeah, you already know what time it is. You know what
Dang,
time
the
it is.
dom. You got the cuffs. You got.
Listen,
Dang.
look, Mike set up a couple rooms for me. You know, rose petals on the ground. We go
All right.
crazy with the
Should
candles.
we tell that? We should tell.
We-
Yeah,
yeah,
we
go
should
ahead.
tell
We
that.
said-
All
we said on this. It's all right.
when
Go live.
When we were in college, bro, we were dogs. Don't judge us, all right?
I don't care if you judge. You can
Don't
judge
be
him.
sitting- yeah, judge me.
Judge me.
Judge Keon.
Yeah, I
not
got
us.
one life to live, baby. I
We're
don't
gentlemen.
care. Let's do
all
it.
right? I'm married. So when we were in college, he'd be like, he'd hit me up or shoot me a text and he'd be like, hey, bro, I need it ready. I'm like, all right, cool. So that means he definitely had a girl coming home. So I would go into the room, set up candles on the table.
Oh my
I'd set up. We'd have different ways we do it. We'd spread pink and red rose petals across the floor and all over. Damn, you know who's gonna hear this?
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, every one of them.
Everyone,
Yeah.
okay.
So anyway, then we'd also do it in different formations. Like, so you'd have pink and red rose petals like split down the middle of the room, down the middle of the bed. So it'd be like romantic.
Heart shapes.
Or you do it in heart shapes on the bed, right? Or you can do it in like lines, almost like a tiger across the floor. Like there was all different styles that we.
That's
would do.
unbelievable.
And then you come home. You're gonna love this part. Mind you, it's like 2-3 in the morning when we're rolling in.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I can get, especially if there's gonna be food involved, because you got to have something on the table, right? Gas station subs, baby, wrapped up in plastic, ready to go. One on each side of the table with 4 candles.
Wait, in the room or when he gets out of the room?
No, in the room.
In the room.
So
Wait,
when
y'all fucking and eating at the same time.
In the room. So you got shower,
the
walk-in
feng
closet.
shui.
You got your own. it looked like I planned this out, and I just told him to do the play.
Dude,
Hey, that's it. Do the play.
but he's got to be the best man at the wedding.
I am.
Right? Yeah, gotta be.
As a matter of fact, I have videos and pictures. I'll show you when we're done.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Yeah, it was great. We did our handshake on stage and everything. It was dope.
All day long.
Yeah,
That's great.
He got married for both of us.
Dang, I need to find me a Keon.
you need to find you a Keon,
I need to
bro.
find me a mic. Actually, what am I saying? I need to find me a mic.
Somebody that's gonna,
Yeah, well,
no, we'll
yeah.
do it for each other. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let me say this though.
Yeah.
I will say this: the one thing that there is a downfall. Like sometimes when you are with the second most sought after thing in America, like
What is the first?
Money.
Oh shit!
Yeah, money.
You just say randomly.
I know he said that like 4 times. Like, wait, who's
Yeah, it's always money, baby.
Always money.
And sometimes, like, say you're not at the level that we're at, right? Sometimes you're still in that 21 to 24-year-old phase, and you're like, hey, man. And then eventually you go out enough, and sometimes you find yourself looking up, like, if you don't have enough self-confidence, hey, man, hey, maybe sometimes, you can slingshot me in for a win, And then he'll look at me and be like, well, if you win, how am I going to win?
You know
what I'm saying?
Ricky Bobby,
It's
baby. Ricky
it's
Bobby.
Oh, hey, I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, whatever, bro.
Yes.
Like, that's it.
Ricky Bobby.
If you're not confident enough in that realm, sometimes it's bad having a Keon. I know that's kind of a deeper thought, a little bit. I'd never change a thing.
No. I'm on the winning category. I like Ricky Bobby. I feel like Mike wins too. Don't get it twisted. He doesn't. He made it seem like it was just one sided.
Yeah.
He was Charlie Sheeney too.
Yeah.
We enjoyed college.
What college y'all go to?
We went to Weber International University.
Weber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the north.
Yeah.
So
It's upstate New York.
No. It's
Oh
here.
no! Here,
Weber.
Here. So
Weber's
he's
in
singing
Florida.
Weber, yeah, he's singing another one. In
It's
Babson
here.
Park, dude. It's middle of
Okay.
nowhere. Like there's nothing but orange groves around. All it is a small athletic school. But basically, anybody that goes there is an athlete. Like 2% of the population is an actual student. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
population counts real low. But it was one of the original places. Like if we played ball, but we couldn't, like, say we didn't go to a UF or we couldn't get into an FSU or something like that. This was an alternative place where we can still play competitive ball.
Yeah,
get
yeah.
a little bit of recognition, that whole thing. So that's where we went. But a lot of times, though, remember when you're in athletics, that means there's 600 dudes and about 50 ladies. And 26 of those ladies are into ladies.
It's my girls like girls.
It's Slim Pickens.
Yeah.
So you
No,
got-
it's not slim pickings. Your girls like girls.
No, that's the thing. But that's
I
the
love
thing.
that.
If you're on the other side,
I'm here to
though,
watch.
Once again, if you're the second most sought after thing,
Yeah,
it's
he didn't
easy,
have to
baby.
worry about
No,
it.
they were like, "Hey, well, this would be good for our reputation.
Yes. All day long.
Let's do this." So, but either way, that was some of our nasty college stories. I'm glad that all of our viewers are going to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with the person that like you said, we grow every day.
You know what I'm going to do?
So-
I'm just going to bleep out everything I said.
Wait. Speaking of bleeping, are we allowed to cuss on the podcast, or do you bleep it out?
This is 100%.
Did you bleep it
look,
out?
Look at the sign behind
you.
Love, mom. Wait, you did not wake up today to be a weak ass bitch.
My mom got me that.
Okay, so all right, cool. Because
dude.
I cuss a lot.
Yeah,
No, it's all good.
It's all right. I'm a seller as well. It's perfectly
The
fine.
big thing though is the one thing I read about is the algorithm when you're doing podcasts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Try not to cuss in the first 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, I heard like the first 30 seconds, but maybe it's to 10
I don't know.
minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there's always like 20 versions, so I have no idea.
Cool.
But either way, I'm pretty sure we accomplished that, right?
Yeah, I think we were good. Speaking back real quickly about like the health issues and this and that, like
Yeah.
it does
Yeah.
weed it out. Like it weeds them out real quickly because if
Yeah.
they're looking to just hook up or they're looking to just for that, like I can smell it. So I'm just like,
It's
no,
in the
thank you.
pheromones. It's in the pheromones.
Oh yeah, but this is gonna go viral for sure. But no, thank you.
That's what I'm saying. It's in the pheromones.
This is totally going to help my entire life, but you stay in that.
You stay right there.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, when you think about
love that it says stay in your lane.
yes, as you get older,
Shit.
and I tell you, the brain doesn't fully develop until you turn 26. So as you get older and you get to a point where you're fully developed, you're fully conscious of what you're doing and what impact it has on that person. It's no longer about having that experience to
Yeah.
making it fun for you.
Yeah.
Because they really catch feelings. And if you're not the one that catches feelings, somebody has to.
Yeah.
And it always ends up being the other person for me. So I always said, like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to treat that person well. I'm going to make sure I have the right intentions. Courtship does go into it. You can't just date a woman and not, present something that they normally wouldn't have. Mm-hmm. Mike does a great example of presenting a life that she wouldn't be able to live without him.
That's how you reeled her in.
That's you see this. This is not just
this is dope.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about the Panthers symbols and stuff, but everything else.
Yeah. We all got our flaws. So you got red flags. We talked about it.
I've been going down this path, and to be honest, the moment you came into the office, I knew we were going to have a great friendship. Now I'm not so sure anymore. There's lines have been stepped across.
Man, McCaffrey is just...
There's lines.
He's gone.
There's lines.
He's gone.
He's gone. Like, what are you still doing there?
I'm just telling you. Look, I'm trying to navigate this path here. Where are we going to be? I thought we were going to be here. Next thing you know, we're going down this road. We're great friends. Things are going to blow up. Like
maybe we'll like the same NBA team.
I'm going to be invited to the wedding one day. But no, now all of a sudden it seems like you're going to leave this house and you're going to get on social and you're going to say, hey, that Mike guy, wow, what a lame ass.
What a lame.
See, and now, deep down, I might be a little hurt.
You'll get over it.
Yeah, you'll get over it.
After this podcast gets like 10 million views, you'll get over it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be like, hey, you should come back.
You should keep doing it.
You won't believe it. We did really well in there.
After every show.
Hate that guy, but he's coming back tomorrow.
I can't wait for him to be back.
So, as you're talking about your health, I'm
going
gonna tell you something crazy. One time, this is how I matured. One time, I had pneumonia, and I had 3 different girls. And
as he coughs,
just three. So I only had 3 different girls at the time. And when you get sick, you really find out who's there for you and who's just there for the experience. I had one girl; she bought me like a bottle of water, a bottle of ginger ale, and she was like, "I hope you feel good." I had another girl; she bought me a case of water. She bought me vape.
Vape?
Not the Vicks.
Oh, okay, Vicks. Yeah.
And she didn't leave me until I got back. She nursed me back to health.
That's absolutely adorable.
And then the other one didn't even show up.
Not to
call me when you get better.
Not to interrupt, but also to interrupt. Did you know that in Hispanic culture, when they buy you Vicks, that's a big step.
That is.
Is it really?
I make that joke because my wife's half Mexican.
Oh, okay.
And her grandmother's like, "Oh my God, I have a fever 104." Like, dude, put Vicks on your feet and sleep with socks on.
Yeah, I heard about the onions trick.
I've never heard about that.
You put the socks on as well, right?
You put onions under your socks and you and draws out.
So
all the toxins.
Recently, I heard about that.
You know, a different style of that. If you get a burn, so I'll give you the quick version. I walked across a bonfire barefoot. There's a lot of testosterone being tested during that moment in my life.
In college.
Yeah.
Is that Tony Robbins event?
No, it was not. It was just
a party.
I was really wasted. And next thing you know, some dude, I came home from college and I was playing ball and I was like, fucking, I'm alpha dude. Like where I walked around, I was I didn't speak English. I just spoke alpha.
His voicemail was like, either I'm working or working out.
That was it. That was
That's
my
it.
voicemail.
That's it.
I was a different human before my kids were born, bro. So I walked. One dude was like, "You won't do it," and I was like, "Fuck you!" And it was a big bonfire, bro. It was huge.
God,
yeah, I walked across it, stepped right on the embers. My feet were burned up for months. And my buddy that night, Chris Locke.
Yeah,
Chris Locke. He knows. One day you will meet Chris. I know, dude. You're talking to a meathead. So
what?
You see his face? He's like, "Hey, bro, I need to. We're done."
I would never do that. No.
So he's like, "Bro, swear to God, he's from Wisconsin." So the way he says it is always funny. He's like, "Hey, bro, just put some fucking potatoes on there, and then wrap rubber bands around it." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Dude, it helps with burns. You're good, bro. Let's keep drinking." I was like, "Okay." So.
Did it actually work?
So the potato,
let that food be that medicine.
Yeah, the potato also, as well as the onion. That's a thing. So, but I didn't mean to cut you off, even though we went on a huge tangent.
No, I was just saying that's when it transitioned for me. Like he said, when he got sick, he stopped looking at them like this is going to be a great experience.
Yeah,
and he started looking at them like this has to be real for both of us. And that's how it transitioned in my head. It has to be real for both of us. It's no longer just let me have this experience. I've had this experience so many times.
Yeah,
it's just another day.
So, serious question for you, since obviously this has become a little bit more of an important factor in your life, especially lately, right?
Yeah, I almost didn't make the podcast.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, good. It's just with us too.
Yeah, so
No, I was gonna make no matter what, no matter how I felt.
my man,
Gotcha.
dude. So, on a serious note, though,
I'll
have
drink
you?
to that.
Do you ever? And this is going to be an actual serious question. Do you ever feel like sometimes everybody sees the clips in social media and that's become something that people get addicted to? You just keep swiping. Do you feel like sometimes those interviews and those things that people post up on there really affect the people's ability to trust others and actually engage in the wanting of relationships? And I'll give you an example of a clip that I'm talking about. There was a guy, I don't know the podcast because it always talks about relationships. And to be honest, I'm always ask Keon, I'm always against. I've literally never wanted to talk about relationships on our podcast.
Like at all.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I don't want to get into that realm. But at the same time, like,
Here he goes.
yeah. But in this perspective, obviously it's a little different. So we're doing a little live thing, so it's great. But anyway, he said to like 6 or 7 women. And he said, he literally looked at them and said, he said, men date down and women date up. And the reason for that is because you could never date or marry a guy who works at Burger King. You could never marry a fast food worker, right? It's because I don't have the same judgment that you do. And then literally he said this, not us. All right. Don't take it the wrong way. But he said, because they are of the devil. That's what he said on the clip. And I'm sitting here like, all right, bro, you took that.
Women?
Yes. He's talking about women in general. And I'm like, all right, you took that way too far. I mean, you took that so far out of perspective, it's unreal. Like it's obvious, like, okay, now you're trying to get clicks. You're not passionate about this. You're really just being a hatred.
The clickbait stuff.
Yeah, you're being a horrible human being to get people to click on the view.
No, he was just trying to say like women are gold diggers. I seen that entire clip.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
He gets to the end of it and says women are all about what
you can't generalize though. Not
I agree.
It's all women. Like,
No.
That's the
It's-
thing. Like, how do you feel about stuff like that? Do you think that hurts our ability as a generation to come together and make connections? Do you think that's
what like that type of?
Yeah, because you see that stuff all over the internet constantly.
I mean, you have to have discernment in this life. So it's like when I see that, it's like if you want to believe that, then
That's you.
Yeah, it's just you. Like, yeah, I think I know I'm gonna be big because I'm just coming in super authentic. I'm just gonna always speak my mind. I'm always gonna do what's right in my heart. Like, so I don't know. I don't think, but I can see how it could really affect people. Like the clips that have gone viral, the girls that were in the first clip, there's so many comments on people hating on them, their voices, and all these white girls, all this stuff, the naming on, and they're texting me, they're like, oh my, Limi, these people are hating on us. I'm like, don't read the comments. Who fucking cares? Like,
No.
don't read the comments. So
Mike loves
does it
comments.
affect if you let it? If you let it, like, well, what my favorite freaking book, The 4 Agreements, you can't take anything personal, like no matter what. So it's like, it's gonna affect people with low vibes. It's just low energy. That's how I think of it.
So the other side of that too is honestly, I love reading the comments, but I love it because truthfully, my sense of humor is super out of whack, bro. Like, I think everything is funny.
Every comedian is kind of like that, though.
Wow, dude, I just gotta
They're a little like.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's his dream.
I'm doing a stand-up comedy thing. And
What's the guy that got canceled for a while?
Shane Gillis,
No, what's the guy that got canceled for a while, but now he's back?
Dave Chappelle?
Dang,
Dane Cook,
white guy.
Bill Burr.
Never mind. I'll after the podcast I'm gonna remember.
He's
the
going-
name.
I'm not gonna lie. Shane Gillis did get massively canceled. He was on SNL for 2 days and he got fired because of his podcast.
Wow, what did he say? Do you remember?
He said an R word. I'll be able to tell you off because we're on your live.
Yeah, let's not say that word. I don't want to get banned on TikTok.
Bro, I
again.
did you a solid right there, bro. Like,
He definitely.
They
I would have said it. I would have said it.
I would have said it.
He got banned.
But
He got banned.
but either way, I don't know, man. my sense of humor is I can go through those comments, but I love to clap back because I think it's so funny.
Well, it's good for the algorithm. I'm going to do what my brother told me great advice. You know what he said? He said, say hi hater with a wave symbol every single time. I'm like, I'm going to do that every time. Anyone that hates on it, it's just more engagement. And then they come back.
They got something else to say.
And it's just like good.
What I tell you, bro?
Yeah.
Thought I was kidding around, bro, because there was I don't know if you saw it. We had one. Excuse me. So we try to push long form content, but we use the clips to grow, right? So when we're in the clip part, there was one that was the Barfolio. I think I told you about it on the phone when we were talking. So the Barfolio, Matt and Mike, they created that portfolio of tattoos and they just throw it on the bar. And Matt said the funniest shit. He's like, we just put it on the bar table and then we wait in the darkness. Right? And then as soon as people come up and start flipping through the pages, he's like, oh, do you like tattoos? I do too. You know what I mean? So it's like wow, but it was a unique way to push their business. And by the way, if you ever get a chance, like go back in one of our earlier episodes and you want to hear like a really fucking cool story, they have an amazing story about their shop. They basically went broke, bought this shop, and then a week later, Matt finds out his wife is pregnant, and they're taking this massive leap on this business where everyone quit like 2 days after they bought the shop because they didn't know how management was going to be in this tattoo shop. And just long story short, they just told this story of like hustle and just awesomeness, and it was super dope. Yeah, grinding it out. But I digress. It was just like,
I mean, look at that. Look at Mike's arm. That's all their work.
oh yeah,
Dang.
Knowing what they do, I would have been able to throw it all in the.
oh dude,
throw it all out this week.
The greatest of all time is the fucking.
Jeez, how long did that take?
So, dude, he got done with. Now, I will say this: Mike keeps telling me that I have unicorn skin. He's like, bro.
Is that the tattoo guy you're talking about?
Yes, Mike. Mike is the guy. Sacred Arts Tattoo in Bradenton. Check him out. But Mike is the guy who does all my tattoos, and I will not go to anybody else. But every single time he tattoos me, he can do all of this in 4 to 5 hours. And the reason why, he said my skin like absorbs it so well. And then by the time I come back the next week, a week later, it's all ready to go for him to go again. He's like, it's amazing. You have unicorn skin.
He puts the potatoes on it.
Yes.
Yeah, he does something. No onions, scrape potatoes. Whoa, wait a minute. Your wife is not here. She is not present.
Listen, you don't need to know about my private life.
Okay. I think I know too much anyway.
So, but anyway, back to the original thing. In my personality, I love going through the comments, dude, because like you said, I love clapping back a little bit, but I'll clap back with some really dumb shit. It's not even funny, but it's hilarious to me. Like, they'll be like, bro, this pod totally sucks, right? Because, people always talk shit. They'll be like, this podcast sucked. And I'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, yeah, what he said. but it'll come from us as the podcast commenting.
Yeah.
And what? With like 12 question marks, I'll be like, yeah, fuck your mom.
But he really has fun with them. I tell him,
vulgar.
Dog, it's just so
very
funny
vulgar.
though. Like, it's
me,
hilarious.
I look at it like, you don't have to. If you don't have anything good to say, you don't have to say anything at all.
Yeah, you don't. I'm just responding because I know it'll get the algorithm.
Yeah.
That was the other thing I told him, because he asked me one day. I said, bro, just the more comments, just keeps that bitch rolling.
Let's go.
And
Let's keep it coming.
And to go to his relationships thing, when you said it's just low vibration, I look at it like, and I said this earlier, it's the Keon experience. Everyone has their own relationship. So I can't go off of someone else's relationship and how that was turmoil and bad and all that this, and bring that into my relationship, because I bring something different to the table. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have the same parts, but we use them completely different.
You know, it's funny.
I'm jumping off the top rope.
I don't know why, bro. I don't know why, but this shit was so funny when you just said that, the Keon experience. Mm-hmm. Immediately, I thought of Cam Newton. He's like, remember Tyreek Hill said, when I'm done with this, I want to be a porn star.
Yeah.
Right? And then Cam, on like whatever his platform is, I know he gets tons of views, bro. He goes, nah, I wasn't blessed with no hammer. Right? And immediately, every time you say the Keon experience, I'm like, he was blessed with a hammer.
Yeah.
I know he was. I saw it a couple times. I didn't mean to.
TMI.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
It's all right.
But
Y'all cross swords, huh?
No.
and then side note, that's I could never do that. It was weird. It was always weird. I don't know why.
When you're young, it's different. Now I wouldn't, but when I was young, yeah, why not?
See that the whole time, my entire life, I was like, no, that's weird. And
But if you get drunk enough and you're doing enough crazy drugs, anything can happen.
see, I didn't do that.
He didn't do drugs.
That's why.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's fine, man.
This is his drug of choice. Same as it's always been alcohol.
Yeah.
But
You,
that-
do
honestly,
other
though-
stuff, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But now, honestly, I get older though, and I don't ever drink anymore. Really, the only time I will, truthfully, even on the UFC fights, like I don't really drink for those anymore either. But I'm getting older, and honestly, I'm getting wider, and that
I
really.
think you say wiser.
Yeah, no, just one. Definitely.
Yeah, it puts me back into a position where I feel like dog shit. Like even after I have one or two, like this is one podcast that, especially after seeing your content or your content, I was super stoked. I was like, dude, I'm gonna have a beer during this one. I love this shit because we're gonna be able to have a good time and laugh our asses off.
Yeah.
Not to mention, like this is our anniversary. Today is our anniversary.
1 year?
1 year.
Today is our 1 year anniversary.
Dang,
1 year of
congrats,
us doing
y'all.
this,
That's
like,
so cool.
Go
Let's
subscribe to the
like,
podcast.
turn the notifications on,
Yeah, all
the whole
that.
9 yards.
comment on
shit.
it, all the haters.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
He'll respond. I won't.
Bump the haters.
I don't care about that.
Also, if you think he's attractive, slide into his DM.
Yeah, all in his.
But as you've heard, if you've paid attention thus far, you guys all know you got to be the one.
yeah, the one.
He said the one.
The one.
I like me a hippie chick. I like me one that likes essential oils and got her apothecary, got her herbs. That's my type. You don't see too many of those
Yeah,
in
so what-
downtown
what-
Tampa.
Wait a minute. You don't see hippie chicks? Listen.
St. Pete, you do.
Okay.
Tampa is a little bit more keeping up with the Joneses.
Gotcha.
In other
Okay.
words, he's like, hold on, bro. I got standards.
I mean, like, this is.
So, hey, real talk though, like, what got you into a lot of that stuff?
Into driving Uber.
Well, driving Uber. Let's also do that and the essential oils and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I think I've just been a feeler. So I like set and setting. I want to smell good. I want to look good. So yeah, I don't know. I've just been attracted to
Dog.
smelling good. I don't.
You know what? It's funny. So, all right. One thing I'm going to tell you. This is a compliment. It's going to sound bad, but this is a compliment.
All
I
right.
promise.
I
This
got
is-
thick skin
This
nowadays.
is not talking
Go ahead,
shit.
go ahead.
We're good.
Sounds like a Gen Z. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of Gen Z is like, I'm in my feels and my mentals and all this stuff. And by the way, if anybody goes back and watches our last podcast we just dropped on Wednesday, we talked a lot about the mental health thing. Me and Jessica got into a long conversation about generational differences. And that was one of the things. It was just like, hey, I'm vibing right now. Like it's those type of language words, right? And it's cool. It is, honestly. 'Cause-
Vibing's a good word.
yeah, it is. See, that's the thing. But here's the part where the other side of it. I think you got it going on. I really do. Because obviously, I think that you
Yeah,
do.
put him
bro.
in my pocket.
Right there.
So, hey, I'm just saying, the reason why I do that, and the only reason why I'll tell you,
I
this,
see why he was my wingman.
this is the supporting part, is you had an ambition, and then like you said, your story, you kind of saw someone else doing it, and you're like, bro, I can do this better. But you didn't just say that and stop. You said it. You did it. You're now improving yourself. You're working your way. You're fucking investing into the thing that you're doing. And you're like, yo, I'm about this life. And you're doing that. Whereas on the other end, sometimes I hear that all the time. But the thing that I hear on the other side, especially being a manager in the general public of a company, you hear sometimes your employees call you that are a little bit younger and they're like, hey, I'm just not vibing today and I like can't come into work.
Whoa, that is so different.
It is. It's true, bro. It's true. It's true. Like you guys can hate on me all you want.
I do
Call
that
me a
every
fucking
day.
boomer.
Every
it is what it
day.
is.
Really?
But
Every
day.
day.
Every day. And then
What?
and we hear it in what we do for a living, which we can't say out loud.
Yeah.
But in what we do for a living, bro.
Oh, you guys work in the same field?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So in what we do
Cool.
for a living, bro, I'll hear it 4 to 5 times a day. It's just like, hey, I'm just like, I know I made this like year-long commitment to make sure I'm going and helping you guys and stuff, but like, I don't know, I'm just, my vibe's off, and I just got to cancel the whole thing.
My energy is not where it should be.
Yeah, my energy is not where it should be.
I'm calling in.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, I'm done for the week. And it's like, bro, it's Tuesday. Like, for real though.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, for real though. So that's like I said, it is a compliment for you, my friend. Because when I hear you say that, I'm like, I know you're about that shit. But when you get your vibes, like, you ride those vibes. Because right now, what you're doing is proof in the pudding. You're like, dude, I think I can do this fucking great. You're doing it, you're hitting it big, and you're fucking riding the wave.
Dude, I really appreciate it. And I'm just getting started. Like, y'all see me in the car doing funny Uber rides, but I'm about to be out in the streets doing funny, crazy shit.
I mean, you gotta take it up a notch.
Awesome.
You gotta
I'm about to do some wild
That's what I'm saying.
shit.
You gotta take it up a notch. You only do this once.
Yeah.
And I always tell people,
Well, it depends how many times you go out with a microphone. You can do it a lot.
yeah. I did a lot already.
Depends on what condoms you got. So, whoa.
You only need one, right?
The difference, wow.
I'm just messing. That's a joke.
You only need one. Wow. I say that.
This dude is awesome.
I'm going to take it to a different note.
Yeah.
This generation
Yeah.
understands that we're not going to be the generation of people that do a job for
Yeah.
20, 30 years and still end up broke at the end.
Oh, God.
This generation is living now as well as preparing for later. But they're still living now. Whereas though our parents were so concerned about making sure this was taken care of, this was taken care of, and now they're in a position to where they need to be taken care of because they've been working, doing that rabbit race for so long. This generation is the generation that breaks that. So he's a part of the generation that says, hey, I'm going to do it my way. It's a taxi driver, but they're not having this much fun. Like they hate this shit.
You're providing the Limi experience. Like, that's the experience you're getting.
Yes,
And that's different. That's a different vibe, bro.
if I'm the owner of
like
Uber,
y'all.
I'm gonna promote him to platinum just because he's making this job not look like it's a job. He's making this look like an experience.
My God. See that hey, fucking rock hard, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I really appreciate that, y'all. Like, when people come in the car too, it's like, it's great to have the banter. It's great to have the getting hit on and stuff like that. But I'm also like, the same thing as like a bartender. Like, I'm a therapist a lot of the times, and people are talking to me about their problems, and I'm here for it because like I've had my own mental health struggles, and I've lived many different lives, and I'm good at being able to like make people feel comfortable. And so like, yeah, I appreciate all that, but it is also like, I don't know, like,
There's tough sides to it.
yeah, but I don't know where I really was going with that, but
You were just saying being a
no.
therapist, you're being dumped on all day long.
Oh, yeah.
I love dumping
telling
on my
you.
therapist.
Bro, I'm telling you, I
get my
asked
money
it,
worth.
and I hate to bring it up. I'm not trying to promote my shit, but at the same time, like, we literally talked about it in the episode we dropped on Wednesday with Jessica. She is a therapist. She's a mental health counselor, certified. She's got like 7 fucking certifications, and that was one of the questions I asked her. Is the same thing that what you do, or a barber. That barber was the 80s and 90s therapist. Now you have certified mental health counselors, right? And that's what Jessica is. And I can't give enough kudos to Jessica because she was so wonderful to talk about it. But
can only imagine doing 10 plus a day. That I would
that's
shoot
the
myself.
other side of the pendulum.
Exactly.
Is now you're still, imagine though, you still do what, 1 to 4?
Yeah, no, yeah.
But you're taking in
It's tough
because
sometimes.
sometimes people look at you like you're the stranger, and it's like, bro, I don't know you. I'm gonna vent everything I got to someone I'll never see again, and I know it's happened.
Talking about killing themselves, like from to extent, like literally everything comes in the car.
And that's the point. Like, bro, how do you encompass, like, how do you take all that in? And then, but at the same time, like you said, you're a guy of the vibe, but you're also like, what comes out in the atmosphere. I know you hit that a little bit, absorb it a little bit, and you're like, damn, bro, like, how do you handle that at the end of it?
Yeah, I just try to be present with them and try to make them feel comfortable, and I try not to hold on to it. Like I definitely get sad. Like And I hate to say this, but sometimes like when I hear sad stories, like it's like maybe my life isn't that bad. Like I don't know, like
Yeah.
no. I don't know. It's tough sometimes. That's for sure.
Well, you just said that. You just said as long as you got your health, you're good.
Yeah.
One day I was having a bad day and I picked up the phone and I was talking to someone else and she said, "You're the first person that called my daughter's phone. I just heard her die on the phone. Like I called her, she was excited about her day, and then some drunk driver hit her. And while we were on the phone, and I lost my only child. And I say that not to bring it dim, but she said that, and I immediately thought, I'm not having a bad day. I'm having bad moments. That's what a real bad day feels like. And I consoled her for like the next 10, 20 minutes. I told her I'd call her back in a week and check up on her. But for the most part, it's always good to have those moments that puts us right into the right perspective. I think everyone comes into your life for a reason. It's the reason why their energy, their vibration came into your car. It's because not only did they need to dump that onto someone, but I felt like the universe knew you can carry that.
God don't give you nothing you can't handle, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
You know, that's...
Wow. I grew up with one of my best friends, Ryan Harris. I grew up with him. That's the reason I'm talking to you guys.
I was going to say, we know this guy.
That's the reason I'm talking to you guys. He connected to us. So like, yeah, wow. Like everything does. And thank you for saying that's super deep. I just got chills all over my body.
He told you this before we got on the show. I go deep. So you mean
See, I told you, bro. Like
that's why the women like me.
It's life, man. It's life.
And then imagine you see him in the other perspective. And you're like, bro, hammer. Like,
wait till the speedo
this
content.
Guy don't
baby.
miss.
Yeah, don't miss.
By
don't
the way,
miss.
one thing that I am going to promote on your platforms. I'm going to do it. So if we're still like, we haven't checked it in a while. I don't know if we got.
If there's battery, I don't know what happens if it just die. I don't know if it gets posted. I think the phones will probably die soon.
Well, it is
Maybe
what
I
it
should
is.
check
The whole
it.
point is 2 Dimes and a Token podcast.
Yeah.
One thing that you guys have to do, I'm not even going to say subscribe. I'm just going to let you know, look out in November because I have a photographer coming. We are releasing a one-of-a-kind Speedo calendar.
Yes.
That is going to be dropped in December, and we're making the photo shoots. We're going to release a teaser, right? Couple little photos.
Keon on it?
Yeah. I'm gonna let the hammer go.
Why didn't you ask if I was on it?
No comment. No comment is a comment. Right?
I appreciate that.
Fucker thinks I'm overweight.
Yeah.
He thinks that my stomach is heavy around the center.
It's all right. It's all right. As long as it don't stick out past the other anatomy.
No, you don't want to get that Dunlap.
Yeah.
That belly done lapped over your belly.
Oh,
You don't want to get that. No, I don't have that. Let me tell you something. I don't have that.
Just get a half chub.
One thing I got nice thighs and I wear short shorts. So eat shit. However, we will be wearing Speedos. We'll be doing a calendar. We got a great buddy of the podcast. His name is Devin. He is one of the most amazing fucking human beings you will ever meet in your life.
Yes.
I promise you. This dude has,
one of a kind.
I don't think he's ever held a grudge in his entire life.
what does he do?
He's basically a labor worker, and he does quite a few things. Great with his hands. He builds things. He does all kinds of stuff. And
How'd you guys meet him?
so I met him through Ash. Ash was friends with people with a company that she used to work for, and the girl that used to work with Ash is married to Devin. So I met Devin at a New Year's Eve party and some other things, and swear to God, Devin got really drunk. And he just whips out the Speedo, and Devin's a bit. You think I'm heavy set? Never mind.
I never said
love
that.
You, Devin.
But,
Anyway, Devin at the time now
used to be. Now he's like my size.
He's down 110 pounds. But he was big. He was a big boy. And he used to walk around in Speedos, but he didn't care. He thought it was funny. And he loved sense of humor. And he didn't care if people talk shit to him. He's like, dude, if you're laughing, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, it's all good.
That's amazing.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. Like, he is one of the most genuine human beings I've ever seen. So whenever we do, I'll have to hit you up when we shoot this calendar.
Yeah.
'Cause if you want to come by and take some photos and be like, look at these fucking idiots.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down. For sure. I'm down.
So we'll be doing that in November, which is actually happening in the next 4 weeks.
I'm okay with it. I'm training for it.
I know you're okay
I'm
with it.
training for
I
it.
know
Training
you've been
for it.
training. You know what I've been doing. I've been dieting a little bit, but I've just recently got back in the gym. I'm actually down now 17 pounds.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm up 17
Which
pounds.
off camera we'll dive into that whole thing for my shit. But anyway, I digress, dude.
No, it's love it for sure.
He's losing weight. I'm gaining weight.
Yeah, he's actually getting muscle for the first time in his life. For the first time in his life, he lived in Miami, right? And he ate nothing but candy 24/7. And all of a sudden, the second most sought after thing ever now has what's called a metabolism that's slowing down.
Oh,
right. So now all of a sudden he's like, you know what, I got to eat right.
Dang.
So he's been eating chicken and rice and a little bit of vegetables,
drinking water.
Drinking water. Right?
You gotta change everything up. It's no longer the way it used to be, baby. I used to wake up with the six pack.
He starts getting this actual healthy body, and he realizes when you have 12-pack abs showing, that's not as healthy as you thought it was.
No, not at all.
Like it's good, it's cool because it looks good, but a healthy body is after the UFC fighters weigh in. What happens is they drink 3 gallons of water and they have 25 meals.
Yes.
And they gain the 20 pounds back overnight, and they look healthy going into the fight. That's where he's at now. He's healthy going back into the fight now.
You want to be like you said. You're focused on your health now, and be that as it may, like at this point in my life, knowing that having 6% body fat, that's still not healthy.
Yeah,
it looks great, it's appealing, but it's not healthy.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, it is. Kind of intriguing.
Yeah, it's intriguing, but I'm dehehydrated. Like I'm immensely dehydrated. It's the pee is golden.
Here's what I'll tell you straight up. When we were working out all the time, remember when I was a total douchebag? Hey, I'm either working or working out. Mm-hmm. When I was that way, I got down to 12% body fat at 270 pounds. You boy look good.
Long hair.
I had long ass hair.
Fabio.
Bro, I looked like Fabio, but I was jacked. I fucking. I didn't speak English. I spoke meathead. Yeah. He was like, all right, yeah, he wants to turn on Avatar. Come on, let's do that.
Yes, let's do it.
That's what I did.
How long ago was that?
Wow. Let's just say he graduated in 2010.
Hey, straight up, I wore this trucker hat, and I thought this trucker hat would be the dumbest thing I did. The fucking comment he just made me look like the dumbest.
Yeah. We can tell you're retired, bro. That's all he's saying. He's just saying he can tell you're retired.
Saying, listen, you retired, baby.
You retired.
No, anything can happen.
Anything happen?
Again,
wow. Shit, damn. That went
like,
lower.
Hey, bro, your ribs are there. I'm just.
You went lower.
Keep coming, brother.
You went lower. Anything can happen? Damn, it's damn near impossible.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear whatever y'all want.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Y'all are hearing different than what I'm
now
saying.
Now like, hey man, I wish the best. Next thing you know, something else is gonna happen.
Oh my God.
The mere fact. He was like, "This is my fitness goal. Anything is possible." What? Wait a minute.
Anything is possible. And then you put my picture up. He's like, "Hey, he should never do
his own thing. He should never do it. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. We shouldn't let you. You should probably be a therapist, but no motivational speaker on that one.
Where we at? We gotta see this.
We already know we're
way past an hour, dude. Shit. How long has it been?
I don't know.
Oh,
is it still on? Is the phone?
We're at an hour.
Is the phone still on?
Either way, it's on me. So let me get this.
Yeah.
Let me get this. Give me a close up. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Is it still on?
That is now on live.
Oh, it wasn't even on the whole time.
No, there was 2 things you got to select yes for permission. Wow. So let's see about this one.
The one that was on me,
bro.
You failed. You failed the city.
Hey,
yeah.
it definitely looks live.
All right.
You failed the city.
Damn.
You failed the city.
I gotta come back.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that.
Go with this.
Yeah, you failed the city on this one though. I'm just throwing it out
We're
there.
gonna go with this because everything that we put on there, it was dope. It was dope in the moment.
I'm just gonna do a real quick PSA. If anyone needs to save, not needs, if anyone wants to save some money on their electricity bill, except people in Lakeland because there's no net metering. People that go solar in Lakeland are not very smart because you don't get a 1-to-1 ratio.
Shit,
but
he's solar.
Everyone else in Florida,
So, yeah,
mainly,
I do it too.
hit me up, Castaways Energies. the best company, hands down.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. On the podcast, we're actually gonna have to delete that because one of our sponsors is a solar company.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's really good.
But here's the thing.
Wait, is it true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that is hilarious. Why didn't you
That's
tell
why I
me
said
that?
this house is all solar.
You have solar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything.
We're gonna have to really cut this part completely
Well,
out.
no, it's
guys.
just in our segment. You see in the live though that we're
How long ago did you go solar? I'll ask you these questions later.
Yeah, we'll
dude,
do this.
because
We'll
you
do
don't
this
have
a
net
little while
metering
ago.
here, but okay.
Hey, listen.
All right, sorry.
There's some positives here.
Okay. All right.
The light bill. There's no light bill.
Listen, it depends if you go from like the neck to the toes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What's the name of the solar
Notice how I
company?
said neck to the toes and went
Who are you
up.
guys sponsored by?
We we are sponsored by Sunterra Solar Solutions. We're also sponsored by Joe's Backyard Smokehouse. And the #1 fucking sponsor of this podcast, let's give it up, my dog, Mr. Levi with Death Grip Wax. That's right here. Let's take a look at that. Yes, throw it on there, son. Death Grip Wax. If you're looking to improve your mustache, you want to walk into that bar and you want to go from a 6 to a fucking 10, this is what you do. Nobody walks into the bar baby-faced anymore. If you want to have an honorable relationship and you
put
want
this
to be
on your beard?
if you want to be 100% authentic and true to yourself, then you go babyface, which is in other words what this guy is doing, which he wants that real thing. But if you want to walk in there and look like a 10, be a 10, and do the thing, and just have naughtiness all across your life, you're gonna buy Death Grip Wax.
I like it.
And on top of that, not only are you gonna buy Death Grip Wax, you're gonna get 20% off your entire fucking purchase.
There's a death grip on this thing.
Yes. Yes, you're going to get 20% off your entire
gotta grab
purchase
the bag. Grab
by
the bag.
using the 2 dimes in a token
the bag.
promo code.
The bag. It's
And yes, let's lift that bag up. Listen, it comes with the whole fucking
Oh, wow,
shebang,
that's
bro.
lit. Wow.
I told
Wow,
you,
this is
bro.
legit.
It is legit. There's zero doubt about it. Death Grip Wax is one of the greatest companies I have ever come across throughout my entire tenure, which is only 34 years. However, by far, amazing customer service. If you feel like a product fails, they fucking guarantee you the shit back.
Man, it smells so good.
It smells delicious.
Like
I immediately said it. The moment I walked in the bar, I put it on. I immediately said, wow, everyone's going to want to fucking sit on my face right now. No doubt about it. Death Grip Wax is the way to go.
Smell it.
Yeah, see?
And you put it on the beard.
Yes, you just
And
throw it in the
I just,
beard.
and by the way, I just do this because it makes me look younger. All right.
That's not true.
That's not true.
I can see right now, if you had a mustache, 23.
Get out of here.
And not to mention, they'd be like, holy fuck, is that the second coming of a straight Freddie Mercury?
Okay.
You know what I'm
So I
saying?
need to get me some of this stuff, huh?
Yes, you should.
This is lit.
But hey, when you get you some of that stuff, you make sure you put in that promo code 2 dimes in the token. Get
2 dimes.
yourself
All right.
20%
20% off.
your entire purchase.
See,
Right.
I'm gonna be in Tampa this weekend. I have a wedding to go to.
Okay.
It's at Amateur Works, and we have the Uber everywhere
Yes.
because you can't drink and drive. Shout out to just do the smart thing. That being said, being that we're Ubering everywhere, I'm going to be wearing the Death Grip. I'm going to put the wax on.
Okay.
And if you ever see Death Grip, they normally have it to where, it goes up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the guy with the
Listen,
thing is the owner.
This is a fucking community.
This is
baby.
a man's
And then
man.
when I tell you this is, and my guy Levi, dude, he says it. It's the Death Grip Brotherhood, dude. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do this live,
I shouldn't have
bro.
shaved.
No, we're doing it live. I'm gonna fucking FaceTime Levi right now. I'm gonna do it. Let's do this. Do you want to do this on your live? You good with it?
Bro, anything.
Let's fucking do it,
That's
bro.
what she said. That's what she said. We're here, baby. We're here. Anything's possible.
Here we go.
This is
Now,
cool.
mind you, he's
I like
on.
that
He's
bag.
on.
I think I did it wrong, though.
He's on Mountain Time.
Yeah.
So that means 2 hours behind?
I think so. It's only 5:30 where he is. There's no way he's answering. He's still working. He works till 8 p.m. every single night.
Ah, man, is
You only told me you had one sponsor.
I know. Listen, dude, it's part of the thing. Well, no, Death Grip is by far one of the best. One of the best. There's zero doubt about it. They are so wonderful to us. They we are actually covering an event for them in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, bro, we're going to Daytona Beach, and we are going to break the record for the longest mustache chain ever. Guinness Book of World Records.
You guys gonna like tie chains of people?
Yes.
Wow.
We are tying chains. Well, it wasn't our idea, but we're gonna film it, and that's the thing. Him and I sat down. We had meetings. We did things. We did all the shit together. We came together and we said, "Listen, my family should be your family. I do this. You do. You can't offer. You can't refuse." We did the whole fucking thing, and then next thing you know, we come out with it, and both of us are like, "Bro, partnership for life, brother. We're gonna make this thing happen, and we're gonna move our shit forward." And now we're going to be at the convention, and we already remember you got the plans. I text you the plans. There's plans involved. There's a lot of shit going on. We had to get a Google version of where to walk and where to park and all this other stuff. It's big things.
When is this happening?
This is happening on November 3rd and November 4th.
Where?
In Daytona Beach. So once again, if you would like to make a quick appearance, show up in a little bit of a live and just do your thing, dude, I get you a pass.
You got me a pass?
Dude, I know you're not really that interested, but either way,
Wait,
yes.
no, whoa, I'm down for all events. Anytime people come together, I'm about it.
Listen, I'm not saying this.
We come together like butt cheeks all the time.
Let's do it.
As I leave, come together like butt cheeks. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's a little bit of Dave Chappelle for you.
Okay.
But either way, the whole point was once we actually met with them and the things that they're willing to do, and they even said like when we're all going
Butt
down
stuff?
there. Yeah. He talked about the butt stuff. Just
whoa.
Yeah.
We don't do we don't do any butt
so
stuff.
they actually Levi, once again, the owner and operator of it, he said that he's going to take care of where we're going to stay, to make sure we got extra cameramen to pay for, all that stuff. He's providing some of that stuff, and I'm super stoked about it. I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this thing.
I'll do some stories and come out and promote.
All that's going to do is just
Absolutely.
continue to push the wave. This I tell everybody, and I hope you guys are paying attention, that this is a community. We're all connected.
Yeah.
Like what's going on overseas, what's going on here, we're all connected. And sometimes people just pretend like you're in your own little world.
Yeah,
but
that's wrong.
That's not the way in which life is. I used to think I was a lone wolf, but I enjoy being a lone wolf. All because you're in control.
Yeah, it's a way to protect yourself.
It's a way to protect yourself. But at the end of the day, like once you find your pack, you'll realize it's way better to have.
You're
that.
making me think of this. What's the movie?
The Hangover.
The Hangover. The Wolfpack scene, bro. You were quoting it the whole freaking time.
I'm really glad
I like that.
you're.
I was like, wait.
I like that.
Another buzzword. He said like
Immediately,
4 buzzwords.
right
like
in the
that.
middle of him talking, it was like, I want to talk about something.
My Wolfpack.
All right.
My Wolfpack. I
Hey.
cut myself.
And then,
That's hilarious.
and then when I saw Doug, I thought, oh wow, could it be? And I knew we added another person to my wolf pack.
My Wolfpack.
All right. So that's actually what happened when me and Keon met. When me and Keon met, we actually had an immediate altercation. I looked at him and I said, hey, you have to call me Nighthawk. Fuck. And you have to, and he looked at me and he goes, you have to call me Dragon. And that was it.
That was it.
And then after that, we played 2K for the next 7 years.
2K what?
Oh, dude.
7?
No, 2K fucking 12.
Like
No, we played 2K09.
yeah.
Yeah.
Doug, because we were in college for a minute. Yeah, hey,
2K7.
fuck, now people are going to know when we went to college.
Yeah, I don't give a damn about that.
Let me tell you, I just got out of college, even though I have a 10-year-old daughter. Fuck you guys.
Well, you don't want people knowing how old you are.
I don't care, bro. But
Come on. You're trying to have a famous podcast. People are going to know how old you are.
Yeah,
bro.
true. They gonna search your
However,
network,
no,
everything. Like,
I love the
Everything.
criticism. I love the criticism people give. Sometimes I'll be like, bro, you know, it was the nastiest game ever, and you have to know this. It seems like you're kind of a football fan. Am I wrong here?
Yeah.
Kind of a football fan. You remember when NCAA football? Remember when they stopped the video game?
I'm more of an NFL guy.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So they stopped the NCAA game.
Really?
Like 2009,
Yeah.
2010.
Stopped it?
You
For
used
good?
to merge
Because-
those
yeah.
players into the NFL.
And the reason why is because they said it was bad. It was bad on advertising because players were being put on the game, and they looked just like the players in the game. Yeah. And they tried to get away with it for a long time by not putting names. They just put numbers.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, everybody knew, like, bro, I'm gonna be Florida. I'm gonna play as Tim Tebow, and it looked just like Tim Tebow. So they were dumb about it. But then eventually the licensing part, they got rid of it because they were like, bro, you can't pay college players. Now all of a sudden they passed the
NIS.
Whatever, the NEL deals, whatever, for college
NIL
players.
deals.
NIL deals. Now you can get paid. You can get a sponsorship if you're an athletic player, which, by the way, fucks offensive linemen. So there.
Yeah.
But on the other
now if you
end
go to
of
Michigan or Alabama. Now if you go to Michigan or Alabama.
I'm not gonna lie though, if you go to Michigan, like, bro, they're corn fed, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fucking hogs.
What does it mean, corn fed?
They eat corn. That's literal. It's a literal translation. So when, like, I lived in Michigan, one of the reasons I'm as big as I am, my dad was like 5'6", my mom's 5'6", and I'm 6'2.5", and I'm not happy. I'm 300 pounds.
Yes.
Well, no, not anymore. Now I'm 294. Just want to let you know.
Down 6 pounds, baby.
Oh my god.
That's the thing. So it's
anything
like,
is possible.
But no, everybody up north. Did you say anything's is awesome?
no, it's anything's
That's what
possible.
it sounded like. What?
Anything's possible.
Oh, yeah.
Anything's possible.
Holy
He dropped
fuck.
He dropped
I was sounding like, hey, dick punch, bro. What's up, bro?
just a little bit. Just a little nudge.
So anyway, yeah, so the corn-fed thing, dude, everybody up north is cornfields. Cornfields can survive the best throughout winter and all that shit. There's still a season where it all dies. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not ignorant. But a lot of people, they just eat a lot of corn up there. And a lot of times the corn, it doesn't carry anything. You just get fucking big off of it. So you get a lot of big bodies up there.
All the pesticides they're putting on it.
Yeah,
That's
a little starch. Just a little
I was gonna
starch.
say, we also put a fuck ton of hormones in the milk that we drink up there. Yeah. And not to mention,
that's everywhere.
By the way, 5 years ago, you could walk into a Walmart in Michigan. You get a gallon of milk for fucking 86 cents. Yes.
And not anymore. What is it, like $4 or $5?
Yeah, you know.
No, it's $2. Here, it's $5. In Michigan, bro,
Cows everywhere.
there's cows everywhere. Hey, I've told you, fucking corn fed. Not to mention, put on hormones in it, baby.
Yeah.
And you get big ass babies. You get all kinds of shit. So, what do you think I fed my kids? I didn't even give them milk. I just injected them with straight hormones.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Makes sense.
Right to the bloodstream.
Straight protein.
Yeah.
Athletes, baby.
Why do you think my son's?
Oh god.
You gotta meet Ryder before you leave, bro.
Is that anus 3?
That
Yeah,
is
Anus 3. He's
Talking about his children.
He's the best one. He's
That's
the best.
correct.
He's the best
That is
one.
correct. No,
The best one. The best
He's
anus.
The best anus.
Actually,
Best anus.
he's awesome.
He's awesome.
Ryder's one of those dudes where you just look at him and you be like, bro, you're the man. He'd be like, no, bro, you're the man. And you're like,
Gotta get him on the podcast.
dude, I'm telling you, bro. Avery and Ryder have been sitting here talking about getting on the podcast for the longest.
Yeah. They can't wait to do
We're
what
gonna
we
have
do.
to, we're gonna have to shoot an episode with them.
Definitely.
They can't wait to do what we do. And
Gotta
that's
come
a good
together.
thing. That's a
It's a
good thing
family.
as a family, that when your kids look up to you and say, Dad, I want my life to be just like yours. So
Yes, proud
that
of what you're
lets
doing.
me know
I'm
I'm doing something right along those lines. Like my son says it all the time. Like, Dad, I just want to be just like you, but I also want to be a wrestler. I want to.
Yeah,
I
add
think
on.
I think every kid, little kid wants to be a wrestler.
Turn into The Rock, and you'll be just like me.
Oh no, he doesn't want to be like The Rock. He wants to be like.
Without the billions of dollars, and
Not
the
the-
multiple companies,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
He doesn't know about that part.
But your comparison, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
no.
worthless compared to The Rock.
Yeah, that completely works. I'm glad he still looks at me with the
Never
glimmer.
mind. Now The Rock is the second most sought after thing in America.
Well, we already know he is, but nevertheless, because he has money, he has both of those attached to him.
That's true.
The difference is Mikey's still at a point where he loves everything about his dad, and he puts me on that pedestal. So that brings me into like the spice of the week.
Maybe start disappointing him
Oh, shit.
little by little so you
No, yeah.
Oh,
So we-
actually, no, we've been going. We've
So
been
we-
going for a while. This is a longer podcast what we usually do, but let's.
Yeah.
I get where you're going with this.
Going
let's
into
ride out. Let's ride out to this one though. I'd love to hear that.
What? Oh yeah. Wait.
What's
Better
that?
better decisions bad decisions make better stories. So one thing we mentioned earlier is there is a segment of our podcast where you tell us the worst decision you ever made that either turned out to be a great thing or turned out to be the funniest thing that ever happened.
You did a shit ton of drugs, so it's okay to talk about those.
My brother has like 12 of these.
I'm gonna let my mic swing.
Yeah. And it could either be the best or just a funny story. Like, does it have to turn out good?
No.
I mean, it did turn out all right. Whatever. I'll just tell it.
Anything, because the whole point. I'll tell you what. The whole point of the segment is.
Yeah. What is the point of the segment?
The point of the segment is to understand that, dude, fucked up things happen to everybody, but at the same time, like when you really look at the reality of where you get a year down the road, 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road. Either that thing really didn't matter, or honestly, it puts you on a better course. And
anything is possible.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time you guys say that for the rest of our lives, fuck you guys.
I want to do I'm gonna do the Kevin Garnett. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
I want to be Justin Bieber underneath him while he's saying that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a little gay, but
Definitely a little gay.
I'm glad you got that.
Little Bieber fever.
So, but anyway, yes. Back to you, my friend.
Go ahead.
I was living in Australia. Why did I go to Australia? Just running away from my life.
That's dope in itself, though.
Great place to run away to.
Yeah. It was super cool. I was living there for a year, and when I first got there, I was moving in. I lived in a yoga community. Yeah, it was close knit. We did yoga. We ate. We went on hikes. It was a really good vibe. But that's not the story. The story was when I started wanting different things and like wanting to be around different people and just kind of, I wanted to make money as well. I was like just there. I had no visa and I was like running out of money. I was like, what am I doing? I was like 24 or 25. I just decided to get extremely drunk because like we weren't doing anything really fun or wild because we were at a yoga community. Yeah. So I went on the train, got on the train into Sydney.
I love yoga communities, by the way.
Oh yeah. Yoga girls are the best.
Flexible.
I got on a train, went into Sydney and got extremely wasted.
Wow.
Extremely wasted and had a great night. Not going to tell the rest of that little clip of that story on this podcast.
Okay.
But I got on a train back to come back to the yoga community. Yeah. Because you have to wake up at 5 or 6 every day, and it was already like 4. I got on the train, and when I came back, I missed my exit. And I was like 10 out of 10 drunk. I probably had 20 shots. I was out of this world drunk, out of my mind.
You were blitzed.
I was gone, out of my fucking mind. And I missed the exit. And the next exit was 4 or 5 miles back. Like, so I got out the next exit and I'm like, it's like 5 or 6 a.m. already. And I'm like so wasted walking back on a curvy road overlooking the ocean, very fucking scary. And like, I'm like, what's going on? I don't think I'm going to make it. Like, I'm like so drunk. Like I should be in the hospital drunk. And someone comes home at like 5 or 6 a.m. and this house is magnificent. It's probably a $10 million home on the water. And he comes home and his dog comes up to me and long story short, I asked him, can you drive me back to the yoga community? Like I missed my exit. He's driving me back. He's rolling up a doobie. We end up smoking and we just connect and he hired me to help his business. And I moved into the condo behind his house and helped him with his business. And it was just a wild story of like just doing something kind of stupid. And it just transitioned into him like really giving me a really high paying job. And it didn't work out in the end, but it was just a really fun learning experience. And I mean, again, anything is possible. Anything can happen. And I don't really know if that has anything to do with the topic of what you said, but it was to be honest, it's kind of a crazy fucking story that happened in my life.
That's perfect because to be honest, once again, that's where are you right now? You're in a position where like you've always wanted to be and where you always felt like you were going to be. You're like, dude, I feel like I'm going to be famous one day. You're literally on that path. That was one of the steps to get you to where you are. That is the embodiment of Spice of the Week, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that is fucking dope. That is dope as fuck.
Appreciate y'all.
That's awesome. See, we talk about Spice of the Week every week.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's you catch it little by little. But when you go back, like, say one day when our podcast has, you know, 4 million fucking followers and all this bullshit, and we're going to be like, yes, dude, we made it. You remember, here's my Spice of the Week. You remember that one time I was absolutely hammered, wasted, and you had to carry me and throw me in the back of the trunk of my own car? Dude, 4 years later,
boom,
we're running our own business.
Yes.
So lit.
That
Exactly.
happens.
That's the point. Like, you know, something happens.
I had a couple of friends that I had to do that too.
Throw him in the trunk?
I had one friend, and I'm gonna shout out to my boy. I'm gonna say Betts. He got into the trunk of the car. Dude. He's
Betts was hardcore, bro.
Hardcore.
I gotta tell you a story off camera about Betts.
Through and through. One of the strongest guy you'll ever encounter mentally, not physically. Mentally, he's one of the strongest guys. He's gone through every form of war that you can think of.
You could burn his eyeball out, and he'd be like, "Bro, is that all you got?"
That's all you got.
Like he's one of the most mentally tough people I've ever met.
Because he's seen it all.
Done that.
Yeah, he's seen it all. He's seen it all. So, you know, seeing him in a relationship and make himself vulnerable in this relationship, and it didn't work. And he was like, "Keon, just put me in the trunk of the car, play R&B all the way home." I was
in
like,
the
"Bro,
actual trunk."
in the trunk. And he was in the trunk.
Got me up all night.
Singing.
On this love song.
And he gonna shoot me for saying
all
this.
night.
But he really let me know, like, no matter how strong you are as a man, we're all vulnerable at the end of the day. And we all feel things differently. Like, he didn't show me for years that he cared. But when he showed he cared, when he really loved someone, he really loved them. So I commend him for that. And that heartbreak was monumental to him.
It's talking about deep, baby.
Monumental.
It's deep, bro.
That's why he gets the ladies.
Yeah, yes.
All right, that's a little fucked. Listen,
you're married, bro. Come on.
You're married. He took himself out. He took himself out. I don't know why he gets mad. He took himself out.
He goes, "Hey, you're married.
You're married, bro. He took himself out.
So, all right. So, my Spice of the Week, dude. I know this once again. I look at the little things. Little things in my life just make me feel so good. So, I got up. I got up the other morning, went to the gym, did my whole thing. I came back home, and I don't know why, but I sat down. I have an outside patio to my house, and I sit down on the outside patio. And now that it's getting a little bit colder, I leave the door open. You know, I let my little kitties. This is my little goosey and my sweets.
Yeah, he got pussy out here. Yeah. I mean, he got P words.
It's a little derogatory.
I'm just saying, you know, they're cats.
My cats, bro.
I don't know anybody else.
I neutered them. They're not allowed to date.
Okay.
Anyway, so I sit outside, and my cats come over sometimes in the morning, and Sweets came up to me. Sweets is not from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. Sweets is not like a lovable cat. Sweets is like, "Bro, get the fuck away from me, and I will fuck you up." That's the kind of cat Sweets is. After 10 p.m. though, she's like, "All right, I need your love so we can go to bed." and my wife has told you, I've told you, I sleep on my side just like this. Where does Sweets sleep? Right here. Me and Sweets, we a team, baby. And I said, "Hey."
Oh, the fingers.
Yeah, I get the little scratches on the back of the head. I get the little scratches on the back of the head, and I'm like, and then I go to bed. 7 a.m. I just got my kids up for school. They got about an hour to get ready. I like to get my kids up early because they got a little bit of extra time to fucking wake up. We all know how that was. And Sweets comes rolling over to me. 7 a.m. past the normal time. She sits next to me and she starts crawling on my leg, and I'm like, all right. So I'm petting her or whatever. And you could just see it in her eyes. And she just looked up at me, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, I'm getting older. Things are changing. And I don't know what it was, but she was like, "Hey, I want a little bit more love today." Right then, immediately, I was like, "Sweets, you can sit on my face, you can lay on my chest, you can lay on my other leg."
Outside the window of time.
I will work all day like this. Just lay right here. That's it. Just do this. And I immediately succumbed to my wonderful, amazing cat's needs, And it was an awesome moment. It only lasted about 20 minutes because right then she's like, all right, fuck you, I've had enough. But either way, that little time frame, I was like, bro, it's after the normal time. And you got to understand, I've been with this cat for 6 years, bro. I know this cat's habits. That little adjustment in habit really had a big difference in my week. Because I had a fucking...
It's the little things.
Dude, I had a fucking horrible day, bro. I'm telling you right now, I was not under any circumstance going to tell... Well, I told you a little bit, but I wasn't going to tell you at all. I was just like... Dude,
today?
Yes. Like today, I had a fucking horrible day. But all day, I'm just like, but bro, Sweet's like snuggled for like 20 minutes, bro.
We got one W.
Like extra, bro. Like, dude, fuck all this other shit that went bad. It's not my problem. You know what I mean? That right there... my spice of the week. So, all right. Now that we're wrapping up, I know we're on your live, but at the same time, this is going to come out.
I forgot about that a long time ago.
I know. Now, but this is going to come out a little while ago. One thing I really want you to do: stare right in that camera.
Well,
tell them
with this and with like. With
you
mic.
can move that, dude. You fucking move that thing,
why is
babe.
that, but it won't be able to hear me.
No, oh no, just go ahead. You can lean forward if you need to.
Oh,
just
yeah.
adjust it back to your face afterwards. And tell everybody where they can find you, dude. Where is the socials that you want everybody to go?
Everyone can find me at Ride with Limi on Instagram and YouTube, Ride with Limi. And TikTok is Wild Uber Rides with Limi.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
Wow. Wow.
yeah, I think
I
think
how I
that's
said wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
My first email name was Wild Trojan.
ooh.
Hey, no, my first AOL instant messenger name was It's All in the Fro.
Did you have a fro?
No. But I watched the movie Undercover Brother like 12 million times, and I always wanted to be black.
So then Keon came in.
Makes sense. Man. Makes full circle.
It's true. It's true.
Oh.
So, but
Yeah,
either
this
way.
was a pleasure. Thank you guys so much.
Dude,
It
thank
was
you,
really
bro. I've
fun,
had a
bro.
fucking blast,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So either way, like we said, guys, I know we're gonna have some different other things on here, blah blah, comments, all that bullshit. Make sure you guys go subscribe. Help this fucking guy.
Oh, that's lit.
Keep pushing his fucking platform. He's on the rise right now. Make sure you guys go on there, fucking lift his shit up, and keep pushing the algorithm. Keep pushing all the bullshit because we want to get this guy absolutely 1 million followers on
Damn,
YouTube.
that's lit.
That's where we're at. Am
That's-
I wrong?
I'm right there,
That's
right
the
there.
fucking goal, bro.
That's the goal. I'm
Let's
gonna tell
do
you,
this
the
thing.
moment I seen you, I was like, he reminds me of like a young Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
Oh,
You know
all
what I mean?
right, all
So,
right, all
right. There you go, right there. Right
Green
there.
lights. You
So
ever read that
all
book?
right,
all right.
Some green lights.
Of course.
Oh my
of
god.
course.
Immediately, the moment you
Audio.
said that, I was like, "Hey, man, you know what you should do? We should go to have a barbecue down in Texas, where I'm from. We both probably get more chicks if we took our shirts off."
Well, one of y'all.
Anything's possible.
2 dimes and a token.